everybody, Steve here, and today we're taking Replay Basketball under the hood. Now, this was one of the first games that I reviewed, and it still remains one of my most popular videos, so I'm really excited to show you guys how a game actually plays out. I'll be using two teams from the 1985-86 season set, and we're going to have the Boston Celtics traveling to the Forum in Inglewood, California to take on the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, this game actually took place on February 16th, 1986, and the Celtics were able to come away with the road win 105-99. So let's see if we can recreate the Celtics' great road win, or if we'll rewrite history. Well, let's find out. We're just about ready for the player introductions, and getting set to tip off as we take Replay Basketball under the hood.
Okay, so here is the game board set up and just about ready to go. Now, this takes a little bit more space than some of the other games that I've shown, so I'll try to keep all the pans as limited as I can in this. I'm using the FAQ deck version of the game, so there'll be no die rolls. And how the gameplay basically works is once a team has possession of the ball, you'll flip the deck over, and then the first flip is going to tell you which position has control of the ball for that possession. And then you'll flip it again, and then you're going to read the dice here as red, white, and blue. And it's going to tell you what column to go to, and then what row to go to on that player card. So for this instance, if we were, say the Lakers had the ball, so Byron Scott controls it, and then we flip the next card, and we're going to look at 5-4, and then it tells you the result. In this case, it would just be a pass, and then you'd flip the card again. Now, all this other stuff on here, the blue die will come into effect when a defender's rating might affect the possession. You're going to check that against his defensive rating, and then if a shot is missed, you'll see it kind of matches up with the rebound, and it's going to tell you who grabs the rebound, and then there'll be separate instances, whether it's from a blocked shot. There's certain special defenses that you can call that'll sometimes have a different rebound result, and then finally on a foul shot, if it's missed, that'll tell you. The bottom of the card here is the assist rating. So if that possession resulted in a made shot, you would look to see first which position and then what the assist rating is, and if the number on there is equal to or lower than the assist rating on the player, he would get credited for an assist. So if Scott had made that shot, you'd look at the small forward, in this case it's Worthy's, and his assist rating is a 5. And it is lower than that, so he would not get an assist for that play. Everything else I'll show you, I'll highlight as it comes up during the game. The last thing that you do before we get the game started is here on the pre-game charts. First, you'll see what the home court advantage is, and this is going to come into effect if there is a loose ball. It'll determine who gets possession of it. And how you do that, you just look at the home index of the home team, which in this case for LA it's a 1, and then compare that to the away index for Boston, and that's also a 1. And then you look over here, a 1 with a 1 is a 2. So on those instances, you'd flip another card, you'd look at the blue die, and if it's a 1 or a 2, it's going to go in Boston's favor. Anything else, and it'll be Los Angeles ball. The last ratings that we have to determine are for fast breaks. These will come up on rebound shots and then occasionally off of steals. And the better the rating, the better they are at running the fast break. Now, both of the teams are yellows. And the way we figure that out is you look at the fast break offense and compare that to the fast break defense. And then you do the same for the Boston team. in this case, both of them match each other. So for Los Angeles, you'd go from 2 to 2, which is a yellow, and then for Boston, you go from 3 to 3, which is also a yellow. And you're going to see that comes in. There's a separate fast break chart on the side here, and I'm sure that we'll see quite a few of those during the matchup here. And then the other side of the chart is the clock. So every time a new possession is drawn, we'll just simply slide that down to the next box, and when we get to the end of the period, that'll be the end. We'll shuffle the cards and we'll move on to the next quarter. The other parts that are important is every 3 minutes, and why that is you'll see that on the player cards they have a rest rating. So most of the starters will have a 3 or a 6, and then over here on the players on the bench, you'll see most of them have 9s and some have a 6. And what that means is that's the amount of minutes that they need to rest each half in order to not be fatigued. And so the way that I set up the game, I have the team cards here, and then I set up 3 columns of cards to represent 3, 6, and 9 minutes. And then when I reach those 3-minute marks, I'll just simply slide the cards down 1 until they're finally rested, and then I'll just put them on top of the team card. That's just an easier way for me to keep track of who is rested and who isn't. Alright, so we're just about ready to tip off. We'll take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Boston Celtics. At the point guard position is Dennis Johnson. At the other guard is Danny Ainge. The small forward is Larry Bird. The power forward is Kevin McHale. And at center, it's the Chief, Robert Parrish. For the home Lakers, their starting lineup at the point guard is Magic Johnson. Their starting shooting guard is Byron Scott. Starting small forward is Worthy. Power forward is Kurt Rambis. And at center, it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Okay, so we're just about ready for the jump ball to start the game. And what we're going to do, we're going to look at the jump rating between the starting center. So it's a 1 for Parrish, and Kareem has a 1. And you'll see there's a jump ball chart. So we'll go over here, reset the fact deck, and we're going to flip it over, and it's a 64. So we look, and a 1 compared to a 1. If it was a 43 or under, the home team would have won, but since it's over that means that Boston wins the tip, and they'll start with possession. And so I'll mark that on the score sheet over here, that Boston won the first quarter tip. Alright, so then we'll slide the clock down to 11:48, and we're ready to start our first possession. So it's the shooting guard. I'll take it. So Ainge has control of the ball. And it's at the 4-1. So it's a possible steal. The blue die is a 5. So we'll look at Byron Scott's steal rating. And it's a 1, so it's above that. So Ainge turns it over, and Scott makes the steal. And now one of the advanced rules of the game that you can use is you can have a fast break start off of a steal, and what you're going to look at is if the current blue die is higher than the fast break rating of the player that made the steal. So you see down here, there's 2 numbers for the fast break. The first one is how well they do at running the fast break, and the second number is how well they defend against it. So the blue 5 is higher than his 2. So off of the steal, Scott will start a fast break for the Lakers. And so we'll get to see how those work right away. And the roll is a 3-2. So we're going to go over here to the fast break chart. And at yellow 3, it's saying it's a possible fast break shot off the fast break. So the player gets a fast break shot if the blue die is higher than his or the point guard's fast break rating. And unfortunately for the Lakers, the blue die is a 1. So the best rating that someone can have is a fast break of 1. So the Celtics hustle back on defense, stop the break, So that means we'll slide the clock down and we'll start a new possession for the Lakers. Alright, so the Lakers' first possession is a coach's choice. And now when a coach's choice comes up instead of a position, what you're going to look at is at the top of the player cards, you'll see they have a number listed, and that's their go-to rating. And it goes from a 1 to a 5, and it means how much they're involved in the offense, with a 1 being the most and a 5 being the least. And so this is looking for a coach's choice 1. So we have Magic and Kareem are both 1s. So we'll let Magic handle the ball for their first possession. We'll see what he does. It's a 6-1-1. So at 6-1, it's the F2 with a question mark, which means that he could possibly be fouled by his defender. So we're going to look at the blue die as a 1, and that is lower than DJ's column 6 rating. So he does foul Magic. So we get our first foul of the game, and Johnson will head to the line for 2 free throws. So we'll mark off 1 team foul and Johnson's first foul. Alright, so Magic has a free throw rating of 62 with a raised number of 2. So he's a pretty good shot. So the first one goes in, and the second one misses. And so now we'll look over here and see who gets the rebound. So for a free throw shot, it's the bottom, it's in blue. And it says if the defensive shooting guard is equal to or greater than 10, which Ainge is not, and otherwise then the defensive center gets it. So Magic hits 1 free throw, clanks the second one, and Parrish pulls down the rebound. Alright, so another new possession. And this time it's going to Larry. Okay, so 3-2-6. So that's not good. That's the blocked column. It's asking if the defender, and Worthy has a really good column 3 rating. So he does block the shot. And now we're going to look over here, and for the rebound, the red is off of a block shot. So fortunately for the Celtics, McHale is able to pull down the rebound off of that block shot. So Bird gets a miss, Worthy gets a block, and McHale gets the offensive rebound. And we'll move the clock up 1, and it's another possession for the Celtics. Coach's choice 1. So for the Celtics, they only have Bird with a go-to rating of 1. So he'll be getting most of the touches on offense. And this time it's a 2-4. So in 2-4, it's a 2H rating. And that means if he was a hot shooter, if he had made 4 shots in a row, then he's a hot shooter, but he's only missed 1, so he's not. So in that case, it just goes down as a missed shot. So Bird is 0 for 2 to start off the game. And the rebound, it's the offensive small forward against the defensive small forward. So Bird has an offensive rebound rating of 9, and Worthy has a 9. And in case of a tie, the defense wins the battle. So Bird misses a second shot, and Worthy pulls down the rebound. So 1 minute into the game, and the score is 1-0 LA. So LA's next possession, it's going to go to Rambis. And 6-1-3 is the roll. So at 6-1, it's a pass. I'll move the clock down 1. The next possession will be Rambis again. And the roll is 1-5-2. So at 1-5, it's a 2 question mark. And the blue die is 2, so you'll see that McHale has a 1/2, and what that is because he can play power forward and center. So when he's at power forward, his column 1 defensive rating is 1. When he's at the center position, his defensive, or his column 1 is a 2. So he's playing power forward. His rating is a 1, which is below the blue die roll. So he alters the shot. Rambus misses, and the rebound goes to Parrish. And you'll see it has an exclamation point behind it, and that means that the Celtics are going on a fast break. And let's see what the Celtics can do with a fast break. Roll is 4-2-5. So at a yellow 4, it's a drive to the hoop and contact. So the player drives to the hoop, defense closes in, there's contact and a whistle. Okay, so the white die was a 2, so that means that Ainge was the player with the ball. And then the blue die was a 5. So it's Ainge crashing into Kareem. Now, Ainge has a fast break rating of 4 on offense. And Kareem has a defensive fast break rating of 4. So we're going to roll the die again here for the replay referee chart. And we get a 5-5-3. So at 4, it's a 3, and the red die is higher than that, so Ainge is going to get charged with a charging foul and a turnover. And I'll go, clock clicks down to 10:36, and Lakers still with a 1-0 lead and the ball back. So this time it's a coach's choice 2, so we'll let Worthy get his first touch of the game here. 3-1-3. So this is asking for the center's column 3 rating. And the Chiefs column 3, he has a 4. So it's higher than the blue die. So that means that Worthy is able to drive into the middle over the Chief and slam it home. And we've got our first bucket of the game. And now we check the assist rating. And it's a center for 6. And we see that Kareem does have a 6. So Kareem makes a good pass to Worthy, who drives the lane, scores the bucket, and the Lakers go up 3-0. Move the clock down. Celtics ball. It's going to be in DJ's hand. And he gets a 1-6-6. So it's the 2 question mark. But Johnson is easily able to defend that shot. So it's a missed shot from DJ, and the rebound is going to go to... See, the offensive power forward plus 7 versus the defensive center. So that would be a 17 total for McHale against Kareem's 11. So that means that McHale pulls down the offensive rebound. You'll see beside his, it has a raised number, and what that means, you'll flip another card over and check the blue die, and if it's higher than that, that means he gets fouled going up trying to put the basketball right back in off the offensive rebound. So flip it over, and it's a 6. So indeed he does get fouled after the rebound, and it goes against his normal defender. And so now McHale's going to go to the line. His free throw rating is 54. He sinks the first one. That gets the Celtics on the board, and he sinks the second one. So McHale gives Boston their first 2 points of the game, and it's 3-2 LA. Lakers back with the ball. It's going to be in Rambus's hand, and it's the 3-6. Now the 3-6 column is a special one. You'll see it has a cross in it, and what that means is the player is possibly injured. And how that works, so if the blue die is an odd number, that means that the player is possibly injured, and you'll make a check on the injury chart after the game, and if it's even, then you ignore it. He's fine. So it's an odd number, so we'll just make a little note beside Rambus that after the game we'll have to roll on his injury chart. So, and then the other thing is that it also is just a missed shot. So Rambus misses the shot. The rebound is between the centers, and so Parrish is easily going to win that. It's a 7 against a 17, and there's a special thing below there that if the offense wins, or if the defense wins, then they get a fast break. So Parrish pulls down his third rebound of the game, and then they're going to get another fast break opportunity, and it's a 6-2. So on the yellow chart, that just means that the fast break is held up. So move down, 2 minutes gone in the game, with the Lakers still leading 3-2. The ball's going to be in Parrish's hand, and the roll is a 6-6-1. That's good for Boston. It's a 2F1, and that means that Parrish makes the basket, and then he also gets fouled by his defender. Kareem picks up his first foul. We'll check the assist rating. It's a shooting guard 6. And so Ainge does get an assist on the play as well. Alright, so the Chiefs' free throw rating is a 53. We'll look over here. So he sinks the shot, makes it a 3-point play, and the Celtics are up 5-3. So LA, it's going to be in Rambis's hand. That's a 2-6, and that's a blank cell for him, so he misses another shot. And the rebound goes to Ainge, and it's going to be another possible Boston fast break. Let's see what happens. It's a 1, and so on a yellow 1, it's a great breakout, leads to an easy basket. So Ainge scores, and the assist goes to possibly to Parrish, but he only has a 3. So Ainge grabs the rebound and then goes coast to coast and puts it in himself, and that puts Boston up 7-3 as we're at the 9:36 mark. So the next possession, it's going to be Kareem with the ball. Rolls a 6-3, and that's going to be a foul. So Kareem drives, gets hacked by Parrish. So that'll be the third team foul for Boston, first for Parrish. Kareem's free throw rating is a 54. And then you'll see some of the shooting ratings, they have a raised number. And what that means is if the red and white die is exactly that, so if it's a 54, then you would check the blue die. And if it's equal to or less than a 3, it's a made shot. And if it's a 4, 5, or 6, then it would be missed. So Kareem goes to the line for 2. He misses the first one, and he sinks the second one. Alright, so 7-4, Boston leading. And it's coach's choice 1, so it'll be in Bird's hand. It's a 2-5, and again it's a 2H result, so he misses. And this time it's the offensive power forward. So McHale grabs the rebound, and then it has an option for a column 2 shot. And what that means is if you choose, you can just roll or flip the next card, check the blue die, and then you'll compare it to the column 2. And as you'll see, McHale has 4 places in column 2 where he would score a bucket. So he's going to do that. So he grabs the rebound, puts it right back up. Oh, and then he misses the putback, and it's going to be Johnson who grabs the rebound, Magic Johnson, and the Lakers are breaking. And they're going to get their first fast break, the 1 on the yellow chart, and it goes to the player at number 5, which is the center, and check for the assist rating, and Johnson is going to easily make the assist. So Lakers can score really quickly with their Showtime offense, and about to score back to 7-6. And we're at the 9:12 mark. Boston with the ball, they get it down into Parrish, and at 1-1-6, and we're going to check the centers, and so Kareem is able to stop the shot. Parrish misses. And it's a loose ball foul on the defensive player with the highest column 6 rating. So for the Lakers, it looks like that's going to be Rambis. That's the third foul for the Lakers. And Rambis picks up his second foul very quickly. Okay, so Riley's going to go to his bench early, and he's going to bring Lucas in. Now that Rambis has his second foul already. And Boston will get the ball back because of the loose ball foul. And so that's going to bring us to the 9-minute mark. And so we'll slide everyone down one slot, and then I'll just make a note on here that Lucas got 3 minutes of rest. So it's possible that he might become fatigued if he gets a column 4 check on his card. All right, so Boston with the ball. Let's see, they're going to work it into Parrish. A 2-5, and that's going to be a miss for the Chief. And then if the defensive small forward is rated a 10, he grabs the rebound, and it's worthy, so he has a 9, so he does not get it. Otherwise, so Parrish grabs his own rebound. He does have a raised 5 next to his offensive rebound, so we'll flip one more card. Oh, and it's a 6. So he grabs his own rebound and then gets fouled by Kareem, and now suddenly Kareem picks up his second foul, and 4 team fouls for the Lakers. So the Lakers are going to have to do some quick shuffling here. So Kareem will go to the bench. They'll shift Lucas to the center. They'll shift Worthy to the power forward position, and we'll have Johnson switch to a small forward. And this actually gets to show one of the interesting things of the game is some players, if they played at 2 different positions or more during the season, and if they played significantly different, then they actually get 2 cards. And so you'll see up here for Magic, he has an asterisk beside his positions, and that's telling you that he has a second card. So here's his second card, so we'll just swap those out, and then we'll have him move to the small forward position, so he'll be guarding Bird now. And then we'll have Cooper come in and take the point guard position. And then we'll make a note that Cooper also got 3 minutes of rest. Okay, so a little early foul trouble for the Lakers. So Parrish is at the line with a 53-2 free throw rating. So he misses the first and hits the second one. So Boston leading 8-6. And we're moving to the 8:48 point of first quarter. So the ball's going to be in Scott's hand. It's a roll of 5-2. And so that's just a pass. So he can't get anything going. Let's see who has it next. Coach's choice 2. So we'll give it to... Well, we'll let Scott try again. And then he gets a 6-1. So that's another P. So another pass. So the shot clock is winding down. If the Lakers get another P result, that'll be a turnover for them. So, okay, so it's Scott again. A 1-5-3. So it's the 2 question mark, and Ainge only has a 3 rating. So right as the time is expiring, Scott gets the shot off and sinks it. And we'll check for the assist, and so it's Magic this time at the small forward position. He'll get his second assist of the game, and Scott gets his first bucket, and we're all tied up at 8 apiece. So Boston ball, Bird gets it, and it's a 6-3, and this is a F2 with the asterisk. And what that means, we just go down to this chart here, and the blue die was a 2, so we look at the small forward, and at 2, so he gets fouled by the center, which is Lucas. So the Lakers are actually already in the penalty. Lucas picks up his first foul, and Bird will go to the line for 2. Bird's an excellent free throw shooter. He has a 63 1 rating. So he sinks the first and sinks the second, and Boston goes back up 10-8. Lakers ball, coach's choice. We're going to put it in Johnson's hand. He gets a 2-6, so that's a blank, so he misses the shot. And it's the offensive shooting guard +2, so it's a 6 against a 6. So Dennis Johnson wins the rebound battle on a tie. He'll pull it down, and it's Boston's ball going the other way. And so Bird has the ball, 5-6. So this is a P with a question mark. And what this does is you're going to look at the blue die was a 5, and you're going to compare that to the column 5 defensive rating. If it's higher than it, then that means that the defender was able to stop him, and it counts as the same as a pass. And if it's equal to or lower, then the offensive player was able to drive past him and they get a column 2 shot. So it's higher than it, so Johnson is able to stymie Bird as he backs him down. So he has to pass the ball off. We'll see where it goes next. Coach's choice, we'll have him work it right back around to Bird. 5-5. So same thing, it's a P question mark. The blue die was a 4, so Johnson's able to stop him again. So shot clock winding down. Coach's choice 2 will go to McHale. And 1-4-2. And that's going to be a bucket for McHale. So Boston goes up 12-8. Check for an assist. It's a 14, and DJ only has a 10. So no assist on the play. McHale with the bucket. Move the clock down. Lakers ball again. So it'll be Lucas at the center position. And he gets the 6-6. So that's the 2-for-1, 2F1 result. So he gets a bucket and gets fouled by Parrish. And there is no assist on the play. And Boston picks up their 4th team foul. And that's actually Parrish's 2nd. So he's going to go sit on the bench. And Bill Walton will come in and sub for him. And we'll make a note that he got 5 minutes of rest. Alright, so Lucas will get 1 shot. See if he can make the 3-point play. He has a 55. And he sinks it. Boston is up 12-11. As we're almost halfway through the first quarter. Okay, so DJ will have the ball. And at 3-3, and it's asking to check for the power forwards column 3 rating. So that's Worthy now, and he has a rating of 1. So it's a block, and it's going to be a team rebound to the offense. So Worthy swats it and knocks it out of bounds. And we'll see if there's a possible brawl. So let's flip if it's a 66, and it's not. So cooler heads prevail. Alright, so DJ misses. Worthy gets his 2nd block of the game. And Boston gets the ball back with a fresh clock. So Ainge will have the ball this time. And at 2-1, it's a bucket. And so for the assist, so you'll see that there's 2 positions listed. And what you do, if the first position is the one that just scored, which in this case it was Ainge at the shooting guard position, then you'd look over here and check that one. So the point guard 10, that's just at Johnson's rating. So Ainge gets the bucket and Johnson gets the assist. Okay, so Boston up 14-11, and it's Lakers ball. Oh, Cooper will take the ball. It's a 2-3. Oh, here's another new result. So you'll see that there's a raised number beside here, and when there's a raised number inside one of these results, that's checking to see if the player takes a 3-point shot instead. So, and you're going to check that against the blue die. So it is higher than that. So instead of taking a 2-pointer, he steps back and tries to take a 3. And we'll see that his 3-point rating is a 32.5. And then, oh, this is where you'll see that the teams have a 3-point defense and then a prevent 3-point. For the Celtics, they have a 0, but the Lakers have a -3. So when the Celtics take a 3-pointer, their rating is going to be 3 points lower on that player than it would normally be. And for the Lakers, they won't have any negative to their 3-point shots. The other thing, the prevent 3-point attempt is anywhere if a player has a 3PA with a question mark. So it's Scott Wedman's card. You'll see down here, he has a 3PA with a question mark. So what would happen if he got that result? If you do a 4-6, and then you would check the blue die, and if it was 3 or lower, then the Lakers would prevent it. And if it was a 4, 5, or 6, or I'm sorry, if it was a 1 or a 2, they would prevent the shot. If it was a 3, 4, 5, or 6, then they wouldn't prevent it. And you'll see that the Celtics, their prevent is a 6, so they'll never prevent a possible 3-point attempt. Cooper is taking a 3-point shot, and he gets a 35, so he just misses. And now we're going to look for the rebound, and it's the offensive small forward. So Johnson pulls down the rebound, and he is going to try for a column 2 shot, and it's a 2, so he gets the rebound and puts it back in, and now they're down 14-13. Okay, so Boston with the ball. It was halfway through the first quarter, and we'll have the ball go to McHale. He gets a 2-4, so that's a bucket for him, and no assist on the play. So Lakers up 16-13, and it's going to go to Worthy. Let's see, checking for a center, and it's a 6, so Walton easily swats it away. And see, it's a special one here. It's third quarter, it's goaltending, but we're in the first, so any other time it's a good block and a rebound to the shot blocker. So Walton comes off the bench, swats away a Worthy shot, and then grabs the rebound. And now it's Celtics ball, and this will be the last play before a TV timeout for the halfway through. It's going to be Ainge with the ball, and it's a 2-4. And that's a 2-8 result, so he's only made 2 shots in a row. So he's not hot yet, so he misses. And it's offensive point guard against defensive point guard. So Cooper grabs the defensive rebound, and then there'll be a timeout called on the floor, and the teams will go to their benches. So we're halfway through the first quarter, and Boston is leading 16-13. And Parrish is in trouble with 2 fouls. And Rambis and Jabbar are also in trouble with 2 fouls. And McHale is the leading scorer so far with 6 points and 3 boards for the Celtics. And Jabbar has 4 points for the Lakers. So we'll move everybody down 1. Okay, and then I like to shuffle the fact deck at the end of the 6 minutes, because you can see we're a little bit more than halfway through the deck, and what usually ends up happening is I'll have a couple plays that'll be short, and I'll have to end up shuffling just for those last couple of plays. So let me shuffle the fact deck. We'll come back after this commercial break. Okay, so here we go. Second half of the first quarter. Lakers are down by 3 points, and they have the ball. So Johnson will have the ball in his hands. Oh, forgot to move the clock forward. There we go. And it's a 6-5, which is an F1. So it's just a non-shooting foul on Bird. But that is Boston's 5th team foul. So that means that they're in the bonus. So Johnson will go to the line to shoot 2. Sinks the first one and sinks the second one. So 1-point game, and Boston has the ball back. It's going into McHale. And a 1-2-3, so he just beats Worthy. Put the lead back up to 3 points. And there'll be no assist on the play. So back to the Lakers. And we'll give it to Worthy. So he shoots 6-4s. F1 with a question mark, and the blue die is a 1, so that's going to be below McHale's column 6 rating. So it's another non-shooting foul, and it's McHale's first, but because Boston is in the bonus, Worthy will go to the line. He's a 54-4 free throw shooter, so pretty good. But he misses the first one and then sinks the second one. So 2-point game. Celtics back with the ball. We'll give the ball to Bird at 2-6. So this is it's a blank space, but it's a 0 there, so that means that Larry Bird's just going to put up a 3-pointer. Now his free throw or his 3-point rating is a 34-1, but because of the Lakers' 3-point defense of -3, it'll be a 31 for the game. So Bird steps back. Oh, and he drains it. No doubter 3-pointer from Bird, and that puts the Celtics up by 5 points. And let's see. And that was on an assist from Walton. Walton has an assist rating of 6. So Walton filling in, giving us some good minutes, coming off the bench for Parrish, who's in foul trouble. Lakers' next possession goes to the centers. That's Lucas right now. A 1-2-1. It's a 2 question mark, and that's gonna get over Walton. So Lucas drives and scores and picks up his 4th point of the game, and it'll be another assist for Johnson. Back to the Celtics. DJ controlling the ball. And at 3-5, it's a blank box, so he misses it. Lucas grabs the rebound, and they're off on a fast break. Let's see what they can do. So a 65 on the yellow is actually going to be a turnover. So the ball thrown away. The blue die names the player charged with a turnover. So it's going to be Cooper who throws it away. But then it says if his defender is rated 1 or better in column 4, then he steals the pass with a fast break option going the other way. So Johnson actually has a 1. So he intercepts a rogue pass from Cooper, and then they're going to be fast breaking the other way. So Cooper has a turnover, Johnson has a steal, and here goes Boston the other way, and it's a 5. So let's see, the break is stopped if the blue die is higher than the defender's fast break rating. And if it's not stopped, then a fast break shot for the offensive player. So the white die was a 5, and so that's the centers. And let's see, and the blue die was a 1, so it can't be higher than the defender's rating. So that means that Walton's going to get a fast break shot. And you'll see that players have a separate fast break rating. So Walton has a 44 in the fast break. So we'll go over here, and he sinks it. And it's going to be an assist from Ainge. So Boston has things clicking right now. Lakers kind of struggling a little bit. Ball's going to go into Lucas. And at 5-1, it's another new result we haven't seen yet, and that's the P+. And so what that means is he sends a really good pass to a player, and he's going to take a 2-point shot, and he'll get to add 10 to his rating. So the blue die was a 2, So that means we're going to go to the small forward position. So he's going to pass it to Johnson, who will have a rating of 52 for this shot. And he sinks it. So Magic with the bucket, Lucas with the assist, and now the Lakers are down 23-20. So Boston with the ball again. It's going to go to Bird at 1-3-5. So Johnson is able to defend it. And we're going to go to a rebound, and we're going to have our first rare play for the rebound. So we'll go to the rare play booklet. You have a whole page of rare play rebounds. We'll roll the dice. Oh, it's a 21. So at 21, the ball hits the rim and heads for far corner. Offensive player dives in attempt to keep it in bounds, but fails. He slams into courtside camera and is injured. Refer to the injury chart. The blue die determines the player. So the blue die was a 5, so it's McHale. Okay, so McHale's injury rating at the 3-6 box is an F. So we're going to look at the injury chart here, and at the F column we'll see how badly, hopefully nothing serious. It's a 26. So at 26 F, oh, it's a 2, so that means that McHale is out for the rest of the game and for 2 more games afterwards. Ouch. So that's a big blow for Boston. So McHale tries to make something happen, keeping the ball in play, and instead gets really hurt. So Boston is they're gonna have third kill come in for a couple minutes, and they'll put Bird at the power forward position. Oh, sorry. So third kill will come in at the small forward. Bird will switch to power forward. Walton will stay at center. So then after all that, it was still a missed shot, and the Lakers will take back control of the ball. So a break for LA for sure. McHale was still the game's high scorer. See what happens. Lucas gets the ball, and at 1-3-3, that's a 2 question mark, and Walton is able to defend it, so it's a missed shot. The offensive center plus 7 will be 20 versus the defensive center, which is 21 for Walton. So Walton grabs another rebound. Lucas misses the shot, and we're going back the other way. The power forward has it, which is now Bird. And at 3-5, here's another column we haven't seen, and it's a 2 with the dollar mark. That means basically a money player, or a clutch player is how they refer to it in the rules. So if this was in the last 6 minutes of the game, then he would make that shot. Otherwise, it's a missed shot. So Bird misses again. The rebound is the shooting guards. So it's a 3 against a 5. So Scott will pull down the defensive board. That's his first one of the game. And Bird has another miss. So Lakers with the ball. It'll be Cooper controlling it. And a 3-1-3. So it's asking for the center's block. And Walton has a 1. So he blocks the shot. And the red is a team rebound on the offense. So Cooper misses. Walton gets his second block of the game, but the ball goes out of bounds, so it'll be Lakers ball again. Oh, Cooper will control the ball. And 1-6-3. So it's a 2 question mark. But Johnson has a defensive rating of 2. So it'll make him miss. And it's the offensive center plus 4, so 17 versus the defensive center. So it'll be another rebound for Walton and another miss for Cooper. Boston with the ball again. Give the ball to Bird. And it's the 6-6 column, so that's a Bird makes the shot and gets fouled as he goes in. We'll check for, and Dennis Johnson will get an assist on the play. So Bird will take one free throw and he sinks it. And so it's back up to a 6-point lead for Boston. Okay, so Lakers with the ball. We're just about to the 3-minute mark. It's going to go to Scott. And at 4-1-2, so it's a possible steal. And Ainge has a column 4 of 1. So Ainge does steal the ball, but the blue die is a 2, and that's not higher than his fast break rating. So Ainge gets the steal, but they won't get a fast break off of it. So Scott with the turnover, Ainge with the steal. And we'll get one last play in before the 3-minute TV timeout. And so Bird will get the ball. And at 5-6, it's a P question mark. The blue die is a 1, so that's not higher than the defenders. Column 5, it's worthy here, and he only has a 4. So Bird will get a column 2 shot. And it's a 1, so he drives the lane, scores a bucket. So Bird's starting to heat up. We'll go into the break. The Celtics are leading 28-20, and now all the players on the bench are all rested. So we'll move everybody onto the team cards, and then we'll mark off all the players that are now rested. Now everyone's going to make a couple substitutions. The Celtics, since they're the away team, they'll go first, and they're gonna have Walton and Third Kill go on the bench to try to finish up their rest. They'll each need 3 more minutes. And so Greg Kite will come in to play a couple of minutes at center, and they'll have Wedman come in and play small forward. For the Lakers, they'll have Worthy go out. They'll have Green go in at power forward. They'll have Cooper go out. They'll slide Johnson back into the point. And then they'll have McGee come in at the small forward position. Alright, and so the Lakers start with the ball. We're under 3 minutes to play here in the first. So we'll go to Scott, the shooting guard. It's a 2-4-6, so he's going to take a 3-pointer. He's a 31 rating. He misses. And it's a loose ball foul on the offensive power forward. So that'll be on Green. So he'll pick up his first, and the ball will go to Boston. Go to Ainge, and at 4-6, he's going to take a 3-pointer. So he has a 31, but it's -3. So we're going to be looking at a 24 or better, just because we're only rolling 2 6-sided dice. So after 31, then the next would be 26, 25, 24. And he hits it. And it'll be an assist from Johnson. So the Celtics using the long ball here, starting to pull away. It's now 31-20. Boston in the lead. Celtics back with the ball with Johnson. 5-4 is a pass plus to the small forward, so McGee. So he'll take a shot with a 46 rating, and he makes it. And Johnson now has his 4th assist of the game already here. We're getting close to the 2-minute mark. So back to Boston. We'll go to Bird at the power forward position. 3-3-6. That's a possible block. Yeah, and a 6 pretty much always ends up in a block. So green blocks the shot. But unfortunately for the Lakers, the offensive center grabs the rebound, slams home a dunk, and then gets fouled by the defensive center. So Bird goes up for a shot. He misses. Gets blocked by Green. Then Kite grabs the offensive rebound, slams home a shot, and gets fouled by Lucas. So Lucas picks up his second foul of the game. So lots of foul troubles here early for the Lakers. And now Kite will go to the line to try to make it a 3-point play. Not a very good free throw shooter. He only has a 32.5 rating, but let's see if he gets it. And he does not. And Lucas will grab the rebound. Okay, so Laker ball as we get to the 2-minute mark. And you'll see on the time card there's a little reminder to check for team fouls. But both teams are already in the penalty, so we don't have to worry about that. Go to the power forward. So it goes to Green. It's a 6-3-1. So it's the F2 with the asterisk. The power forward at 1 is the small forward fouls him. So Wedman will pick up his first foul. And we're in the bonus. So, well, it's an F2 anyway. So, all right, so Green goes to the line for 2. He has a 44 rating. Misses the first and misses the second. And it's the shooting guard versus the shooting guard. So Ainge will easily win that battle. So Green bricks 2 free throw shots. And Ainge grabs his second board of the game. Alright, it's 1:48 here to go. And coach's choice 4. So I'll give the ball to Ainge. 3-6. So it's another injury or possible injury check, but the blue die is even, so he's fine, but he does miss the shot. And Lucas grabs the rebound with a fast break. And the Lakers are on the move, and they're going to sink the shot. So it'll be Lucas that gets the rebound, and McGee at the small forward position will get the assist. So they close it up. So it's a 9-point lead. And it's now 33-24 Boston. 1:36 left in the quarter. Coach's choice 1, so it'll be Bird with the ball. 3-2-4. So it's asking for a block. And Green has a 1 for a block rating, so he easily blocks it. But again, it's not good for the Lakers. The shooter rebounds and he's fouled in the act of shooting by the defensive small forward. So Bird goes to the line for 2. He makes, and he makes. 35 points already for the Boston offense. Here with 1:24 left in the first. Alright, the Lakers with the ball. We'll go to Johnson. And 1:16, so Kite is able to get enough of a hand in his face. He misses the shot, and it's a loose ball foul on the defensive player with the highest column 6. So that'll be Kite. So Johnson misses, but Kite will pick up the loose ball foul, and it'll be Lakers ball again. 1:12 left in the game. We'll go to Kite at the center position. And 2-3, so he'll sink a bucket. And there's no assist. So now 35-26. Lucas picking up his 8th point of the game already. So he's the high scorer for the Lakers. Final minute of the first quarter. Goes to the small forwards. That's Wedman right now. 6-6-3. So he has a 2F1 with a question mark, but McGee's column 6 is a 4, so the blue die is under that. So Wedman drives to the hoop, scores, and gets fouled by McGee. So we'll have another chance for a 3-point play. Wedman gets his first bucket of the game, and the assist is going to go to Bird. Okay, so Wedman trying to make a 3-point play, and he does. So back up to a 10-point lead for Boston. 52 seconds left of the quarter. Johnson with the ball. And at 3-3, he has the clutch shot, so it'll miss. But the offensive power forward grabs the rebound, and he is going to try to take a column 2 shot, and he sinks it. So Johnson misses. Green grabs the offensive board and puts it back in for a bucket. So Green gets his first points of the game. Alright, 46 seconds left of the first. We'll go to the shooting guard. Ainge takes it. And at 2-1, he sinks the bucket. And check for the assists. And it'll be Johnson at the point. Gets the assist. That'll be his 4th assist of the game. 38 seconds left. We'll go to Lucas at the center position. And at 4-6, it's a turnover and with a raised number, but the blue die was only a 2. So Lucas will turn it over, and it's back to Celtics ball. 32 seconds left. We'll go to Ainge at the shooting guard. Possible steal. And yes, it is. Scott makes the steal, and they're also going to go on a fast break. So Ainge with his 3rd turnover. Scott with his 2nd steal. But a 62 on the fast break chart it's held up. And the Lakers will set up their offense. It's going to go through Magic. And at 4-5, he has a turnover. So things just not going the Lakers' way so far. Back in Boston's hands. And we'll have the ball go to Bird. At 4-3-3. So that'll be a steal. But the 3 is not higher than Green's fast break rating. So they'll just get the ball back for one last possession. So Bird gets his first turnover. Green gets his first steal. And the Lakers will get the last shot of the quarter. Work the ball into Lucas at the center position. And he drives to the hole, scores, and gets fouled by Kite. So what a quarter from Lucas off the bench. And let's see, and also Johnson will get his 5th assist of the game. And Kite picks up the foul. So Kite has his 2nd foul. And we'll see if Lucas can make it a 3-point play. He's a 55. Oh, no, and he misses. And Kite will pull down the rebound. And there's just a little bit of time left on the clock, and it ticks out. The horn sounds. So at the end of the first quarter, it's Boston 38 and the Lakers 31. All right. So we'll check off everybody that finished resting up, which I think was everybody that was on the bench is now all rested. So, all right. So the teams will reset their lineups, and we'll get the second quarter started in just a minute.
Alright guys, so there's a look at 1 quarter of play from Replay Basketball. Now, when I first started shooting this, I was planning on doing the entire game, but it ran a little bit long, and so I decided to just do the 1 quarter of play. Now, the reason for that is I wanted to keep the length of this to a reasonable amount of time. And also, in that first quarter, actually a lot happened, and I got to show you guys just about everything that can happen within the game. I think that the only major item that I didn't cover was when a player gets fatigued. So I'm going to put this video up, let you guys take a look at it. Please leave your comments. Let me know if there was something that I missed, if there's something you really want to see, and I could put a follow-up video to this to show a little bit more action. But I think that at this point, everyone gets the point, and they can see if this is a game that they're going to enjoy or not. Alright, so thank you guys for watching. My name's Steve, and I'll see you next time when we go under the hood.